mentioned that the Winter Soldier, but the title in itself is still misleading.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it actually it borrows a lot from elements of Nick Fury versus Shield.
Yeah.
Right. Because so that's an infiltration.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
for those who don't know the background, the comic book background, Nick Fury versus Shield is actually where all this Hydra infiltration happens,
Yeah.
and then
Nick
Shield,
goes
as we know,
underground.
Yeah.
He's in these hidden bunkers and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So we see the dissolution and the dissolvement of Shield. A lot of the former Shield agents like Jasper Sitwell passing away in the comic book. That's why that's my only beef. Jasper
Yeah, yeah.
Sitwell was not a bad guy.
Neither was Alexander
Pierce
Pierce.
was not a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
But
You gotta take creative license,
Yeah.
you know. And I think, I didn't see that coming with Jasper Sitwell become a Hydra agent. I
Yeah.
didn't see it. Carrie Shandling, I didn't see from
Yeah.
Iron Man 2.
But then again, in Nick Fury versus Shield, they made use of Jasper as one of his LMDs, which was turned over by Hydra.
okay,
That's what
okay.
happened over there.
All right.
Almost all of them. That's why he had to build up a new crew of Alexander Pierce,
Pierce, yeah.
Kate Neville,
Yeah. Yeah, but-
and a few others.
Yeah,
There were
right.
only 5 of them left.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, for me, like you mentioned, the whole Shield thing. It's not one of those movies where something exciting happens and it's back to the status quo.
This
Here,
changes everything.
It's a game changer.
It's
It
really,
changes
the word
everything.
really is game changer, because with the dissolution of Shield, it affects everything from now on.
Yeah.
It's movies and TV. I mean, we're watching a show right now called Marvel Agents of Shield.
Yeah. Of course, some people think that, oh my God, there's no more Shield. That means there's no more Agents of Shield. Yes.
It might get canceled because it's a
terrible
bad
show.
show.
It's a terrible show.
So we'll see how it goes from here, because you've already lined up. There's guaranteed to be a third Cap movie.
Yeah.
There's a second Avengers movie in the works. You got Guardians of the Galaxy this year. You got maybe another Iron Man or whatever.
Maybe.
But just the removal of the Nick Fury and Shield element is huge, because
It's huge because they were the
this basically
glue.
brings them together. Yeah.
Dude, they were the glue. I mean, they
Yeah.
were always prominent in the first 8 movies. So
Yeah.
for them to take them out, it's like,
But I think they'll always find a way because
Yeah, it's Shield.
because
I agree.
at the end of it, following Marvel mythology, at the end of all these extinction event level things, there's a need
There's always
for
a coming
Shield.
together.
And there's a need for Shield. That's why
Right.
Shield has always come back. And
Right.
I think Age of Ultron will bring back Shield eventually.
Mm.
I mean, of course, dude, you have the TV show, so they're, apparently they are renewing it for the second season. So
But I heard it's
gonna
gotten
happen.
better towards the latter.
It's gotten
stage.
better, but
I don't know, but I didn't watch.
Deathlock
That was
episode is
stupid.
horrible.
It's stupid.
Horrible. Mag-laser tag ka na lang.
It was not a great.
Arrow kicks Agents
It was
of
not a
Shield's
great
ass.
episode. Admittedly, that last episode was not a great episode. It's inconsistent. But
There
Sif
are more bad episodes than good ones. The Sif episode was good
was
because
okay.
you know,
Because of course you got
because
really
Sif and Lorelai was
Yeah. Yeah, but just going back to what other things I liked about Cap this time, especially with the Shield. He's like this one-man wrecking crew guy. I love it when that part where he's
mastery of that shield.
It's a
man.
ship. It's a ship.
Bounces it around.
yeah,
And
the,
the ship, he
the,
knocks off all these guys.
yeah, and I love that full angle shot of them running and just going pacing and boom hitting
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah.
And then when he's chasing after the Winter Soldier, he's using the shield like a battering ram, breaking all these doors. It's insane.
And another thing, we all got introduced to the cinema version of the Black Widow and Iron Man as like the secretary and stuff. And you think she'd work best with Iron Man, with Tony, because they've had a history in the comics, the Force Works and all of that. But you think about it, she is a spy. She works best with Cap. Espionage.
She's on ground there. It's not like foreign Iron Man or up there.
Yeah.
So excellent pointing that out.
Yeah.
They work well together.
Yeah. I mean, I love how they
The
play.
banter they're talking.
The banter
it's
is
like,
fun.
they're basically Natasha wants to set him up.
I love that.
On a date.
Yeah, I thought it was
She
cool.
wants to go out on a date with him, but
Well,
Cap is rebuffing her.
Yeah.
That's how you took it.
No,
That's how you took
I think
it.
a lot of people took it that way.
Oh really? I thought they were.
no.
No, I just thought it was like, oh, okay. She just wants to set him up.
Yeah. Because,
And then after.
she's supposed to date Bucky.
Yeah, and I just found it funny when when she asks him, was that your first kiss since 1945?
Yeah.
Was it that bad?
Yeah.
So that was fun. They had fun with the relationship.
Yeah.
All the relationships in this movie, they're really delved into.
Yeah.
You know, there's
It's like
meat
Cap
to
and
it.
Sam, Cap and Natasha.
You know, I mean, kudos to the Russo brothers that despite the pace, where they kept, it kept them going, they still maintained the characterization.
There was
show
enough
moments.
room for
Yeah.
There was,
characterization.
that's a sign of brilliant writer. The right kudos to the writers as well.
Then this movie goes like 2 hours 18, 2 hours
I didn't
20,
feel it.
and I didn't feel it.
I didn't feel
I
it.
just didn't feel it. And you would think we'd have fatigue because we caught it in IMAX 3D. Our eyes would get tired. And at the end of it, JV and I are like, dude, that was awesome. Yeah,
was amazing.
I gotta watch it again. Shit.
Hell yeah.
I've seen it already twice. I'm gonna go
I gotta watch it again.
I've seen it 3 times.
So
So,
you get a kick out of seeing stuff like you hear like Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
Stephen Strange.
Yeah, that's a cool thing.
They mention about.
But after this, no, parang I didn't expect too much from Cap. I knew it was gonna be good. I was a fan of the first film, like I said. Now that begets the question: wow,
What
what's
more can
Guardians
you
of the
do?
Galaxy gonna be like?
Right.
No, but the first time I saw the trailer of Guardians, I was like, I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
It's
but,
very
But,
kooky.
and then when I watch it again and again, it started to grow on me like, okay, I want to see
Yeah,
more
yeah,
of this.
yeah.
It sounds like a very offbeat Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
movie.
so, but, you gotta give Marvel credit for having the cojones to do something like that.
Yeah.
Guardians, no.
Yeah.
But it's all neatly tied up. It's only, I'm sure all of these groups will come
Connected.
together.
It'll all connect.
Yeah.
I mean, you also have to admit, from what I see, they really take a lot of risks with their directors, with their creators. Like, for example, Anthony Russo and his brother, I forgot the name,
Joe Russo.
Joe Russo, they're the guys who did Arrested Development,
Community.
Community, and they done these they said You, Me, and Dupree, that old movie with
Owen Wilson and
So
Jennifer Aniston.
who would have thought they had an action movie in them?
Yeah.
Who would have thought? And
Pero even Iron Man, yun naman eh.
yeah, of course,
Yeah.
they've always been smart with their directors.
Yeah.
I mean, like really left field
Yeah.
directors. So
You know why they're doing so well? Avi Arad's no longer a part of that group.
You think Avi Arad was the one who was limiting it?
I don't know.
You think
I wouldn't know,
So
but I would say
releasing Kevin Feige from
Kevin
Avi
Feige
Arad
You know what?
did-
did an amazing job. He's
Yeah.
doing an amazing
I watch
job.
all those films that Marvel did back then. I watch those two Cap movies.
Yeah.
With Reb Brown.
Reb Brown!
Rubber.
Was he
shields,
Yor?
all that.
With the helmet
But I had to watch it. And the motorcycle.
and the motorcycle.
Yeah.
I had to watch it because you're a Cap fan. But after the first film, the next one went straight to TV and then the VHS and Betamax that dates
Yeah.
us further.
Yeah.
Or me.
Mm.
But you have to watch it. And a lot of the stuff they did back then, Avi Arad was in charge. And like, what
Was
he
it
did.
Javier at the time? I'm not so
No,
sure.
not,
though.
not yet. But
I don't think so.
But even the stuff that came after that, parang okay.
Oh, that
okay,
really
well,
that bad one. There's a really bad one after that. By what's his name? The son of J.D. Salinger was like played Captain America, and like there was an Italian. It was an Italian guy who played Red Skull. It was an Italian, not an
Yep.
actor, but
Yep.
it was an Italian fascist.
Yep.
It looked really bad. I saw bits of it on one time on HBO.
Hey man, David Hasselhoff is Nick Fury.
Yeah, that's true. But you know,
gone a long way.
One of those early Marvel films that I truly love. Digressing a little bit here, Dolph Lundgren as the Punisher. That was a badass film.
Yeah, that was really violent.
Yeah.
That was pretty intense, and and the good thing is they didn't make Dolph talk too much, so it helped.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, with Cap, like I said, they're good with their they're good with the writers, with their directors. Another thing, but my worry about the Marvel movies though is that I tend to see that there's a formula now. Especially with the last four, including this movie, the last four movies. It's always like slow build up. I mean, action. They always punctuate with action, and then there's always that the third act is always this big special effects extravaganza.
Right.
And they've all been good, right? I mean, the Avengers fight in New York was excellent. The Thor Dark World, fight with the portals was cool.
Yeah.
Iron Man with all those Iron Man suits going around. This with the helicarriers battling each other and stuff. It's crazy. It's just that I'm afraid it's becoming a little bit formulaic. I'm just worried they have to when the next couple of movies come around, they gotta do something new. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's enjoyable, but it's just there's a danger that they're falling for.
Well, we'll see what they do with Doctor Strange. I don't
Yeah.
think there's gonna be any.
No, that's gonna be
stuff.
exactly. That's gonna be
It's 3 years away.
that's gonna be different. And of course they're doing Ant-Man as well.
Yeah.
They're really going off beat now. So and apparently the rumor, not the rumor is they're planning that
Line until 2028.
2028.
Let's see.
Wow. I mean, they gotta make sure that the quality.
Yeah, they're gonna pray that RDJ doesn't get old.
But I think naman, you know, like what they're doing with some of the films, they rebooted them. But the reboots were with this grand plan in mind, and now they're in a shared universe. Diba? But
They got back FF, right?
Oh.
The rights to
But-
FF.
No, they didn't.
Rearranged like good product we built cheap. Anything if it's more to gain. Drain manipulated like